These are 8 deadly between the legs moves that you can use to break ankles. Coach Jesse Minshew with Get Handles Basketball, where I show you how to play like the pros. Make sure you subscribe to catch the newest videos, and make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video because the 2 best moves I've saved for last. These are some unique moves to break some ankles. The first one is your basic split slash scissors. For this one, you want to start a little more upright and then split your legs apart, drop down so your hips come low, and usually you'll have one of your legs slightly forward when you go into that. And then you can also just scissors your legs back and forth, switching which legs in front. This is a great way to kind of put your defender to sleep and then boom, drop down to that between the legs. Or you can scissors your legs to combo a couple moves in place. This also works really well to go into a protection dribble if you pull the basketball back behind you more and then turn your body. Do me a solid and hit that like button if these tips are helping you out so far. But here's what it looks like more as a setup. You can kind of hesitate from it to see what your defender is going to do, and if you get them to freeze up, just blow by them. Or of course you can go into the scissors to combo it a little bit more, or it's a great way to stop on a dime or quickly change directions. It works really well for both of those situations. If you're not yet, be sure to subscribe and click that bell icon so you can catch the newest videos and take your game next level fast. The next between the legs variation is the attack step. Whichever hand starts with the basketball, you're going to step out with the opposite foot. Now obviously you can use this to attack to blow by your defender, but this also works really well in one of the most popular signature moves in the game right now, the Tim Hardaway UTEP 2-step, which basically you'll just combo into a crossover with that. A lot of guys will rep that move out over and over and over just to kind of get a read on their defender. The key point is that you really lean into that leg, so that way you can either push off of it to explode into that direction, or you can push off of it hard to change directions with your crossover. And the attack step itself can be used as a change of direction if you're already on the move. If you're using it as a setup, typically it'll work better if you start a little bit more upright and then drop down into that step. The between the legs jut cross, this one is deadly. Think of it as being almost like an Iverson crossover, but you're just gonna go between the legs instead of doing a regular crossover. So hesitate, step out with the same side foot as the hand that has the basketball, and then go into your between the legs. And you want to lean into that step a little bit as well, and make sure your eyes, hips, and chest, all that point in that direction to make your defender think you're going to go that way. Now the reason you'd want to do this instead of a regular crossover is if you have a really aggressive defender, that leg will give you a little bit of protection. You could still sell that fake like in the Iverson cross, but it gives you that little bit of protection with the leg so defenders can't swipe in at the basketball quite so easily. Leave me a comment, who do you think has better between the legs moves, James Harden or Kyrie Irving? Speaking of which, this next move is one both of those guys do. It's the between the legs sight cross. Basically you're going to go between the legs, and then after that you're going to step out with the opposite foot of the hand that just got the basketball in the opposite direction. This move is gonna mess with your defender's head. You wanna make sure you lean into that step a little bit as well to help sell it. This move is great for making your defender jump the wrong way, possibly break their ankles, or freeze them up so you can blow by them for easy layups. I personally use this move a ton, and it works almost every time to get past your defender, so you should definitely give it a try. Now the best moves are on the way yet, but I want to let you know, if you want to take all these moves next level, I've got a workout that'll help you boost your athleticism and your handles in just 10 minutes. Click the top link in the description, pop in your email, and I'll send it to you instantly for free. It's already up thousands of players, and I'm sure it'll help you too. The next move is the between the legs stiff leg. I've probably broke more ankles with this move than any other move. Kyrie Irving also uses it a ton. To do this move, whichever hand has the basketball, you want to step with the opposite foot in the direction of the hand that has the basketball, so that foot will come across your body. You want to get long and low with that step and really lean into it. That's going to send defenders flying because it looks just like your first step. And sometimes you'll see guys like Kyrie kind of drag that back foot forward to get it square with your other foot, but a lot of times I'll just leave that back foot hanging there so I can go into a jump shot really quickly, or hesitate to make it seem like I'm going to go into a jump shot, and then from there you can just blow by them with a regular dribble or crossover and go the other direction to beat them if they're further on the other side. When you're getting started with this move, you'll probably want to take a shorter step for that first step that you're selling the fake on, so that way you can step back easily with it. And then as you get better, try working on extending that step. The further and longer you can get that step and make it quick still while staying on balance, the better chance you'll have of sending someone flying or breaking their ankles. This move is also great to stop on a dime and go into a step back, or just change directions from there. You'll break some ankles that way as well. The between the legs side shuffle. This move's a great setup move. you can kind of create some sneaky separation and paths to get past your defender. All you're going to do is go between the legs and shuffle side to side. You can go continuous between the legs or put regular dribbles in the mix. But from there, all you want to do is make a read on your defender. If you got the angle to blow by them, blow by them. If they're shifting too hard, too quick, crossover. And then if they don't move at all and you know you can take the shot, take the shot. This one really opens a lot of options, and it's a great setup move to get a quick read on your defender. And the best part about it is it's pretty safe because you're not really moving towards the defender on it. Couple key tips I can give you is to try to really hang that basketball in your hand for as long as possible. Cover a bunch of ground when you sidestep, and keep your feet low to the ground so that way you can quickly make contact with the ground and make the best move quickly. On top of being a great setup, you can also use this to make a very unexpected change of directions and create separation for easy jump shots. A lot of the best NBA players use this. So this is one of the best moves in the video in my opinion. It's the against the grain step back, and it's pretty modern. A lot of the NBA guys are using this now. And basically what you're going to do is cross over between the legs, and as soon as the basketball gets in that hand, you're going to either hop or shuffle your feet in the opposite direction. And as you can see, you can use this a lot of different ways. You can use it as a side step or slight angle change to do it more as a step back. And then from there, you can also go into a crossover or a regular dribble drive. Now, obviously, that gives you a ton of options, but what really makes it deadly is either as a change of direction or a setup, it's going to be tough for defenders to read because the basketball is moving one way, but then your body's going to go the exact opposite that they expect. It's definitely one you'll have to practice to get down. And two of the things you'll want to focus on is leaning into that between the legs and then quickly hopping in the opposite direction and trying to cover as much ground as possible as soon as the basketball gets into the other hand. Practice it in a jump shot, side steps, step backs, a direct drive, and a crossover counter move. The U-turn. This is a newer move I've been playing around with. You want to make sure you keep the ball tight for this one to make it work, but it's a great way to stop quickly and protect the basketball with an unexpected change of direction. To do it, whichever hand has the basketball, you want to take a cross body step with that same side foot. So if the left hand's dribbling, left foot steps to the right side and kind of pivot, and make sure you pull the basketball back behind your body so it's protected from there. This will allow you to sell a hard fake that'll send a defender flying, and then from there you can protect the basketball really well. This also works well to stop on a dime if you find yourself in trouble. But it also, as you'll notice, puts your body in a unique angle to drive past your defender after you hesitate, or you can do a behind the back counter move. Now the next thing you want to do that'll boost all of these moves for you is to grab your free Game Time Play Primer workout. You can get it by clicking the top link in the description and popping your email. That's where you'll have thousands of players, and I'm sure to help you too. Also, make sure you check out the videos that are popping up on the screen and subscribe and click that bell icon to catch the newest videos. I'll see you in the next one.